Welcome to my student support system. In today's class, we will discuss about hemorrhoids or piles. This lecture is in English, and if you want to study in Hindi, just click on I button and you will get link of Hindi lecture, or you can directly visit to channel my student support system. So what is hemorrhoids? Hemorrhoid is also known as piles. These are dilated portions of veins in the anal canal. They are very common. By the age of 50 years, about 50% of people have hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids are of two types, internal hemorrhoids and external hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids which are above the internal sphincter of anal canal, these are called internal hemorrhoids. So these are internal hemorrhoids, and those appearing outside the external sphincter, they are called external hemorrhoids. So these are external hemorrhoids. What are the causes of hemorrhoids? Hemorrhoids may be caused by increased pressure in lower rectum, and this increased pressure may be due to straining during defecation, sitting for long time on toilets, chronic diarrhea and chronic constipation. Apart from this, other causative factors or predisposing factors may include obesity. Chances of hemorrhoids are increased during pregnancy also, low fiber diet and regular heavy lifting. So these are some predisposing factors. What are the clinical manifestations? How you will come to know, or how the patient will know that he or she may have hemorrhoids? Hemorrhoids results in itching and pain in anal area and lower abdominal. Pain may be there. Bright red bleeding with defecation. During defecation, the patient may feel that yes, there is reddish discoloration of stool. External hemorrhoids are associated with severe pain in anal area from the inflammation and edema caused by thrombosis. This may also lead to ischemia, that is lack of blood supply to the tissues of the area, and eventually there will be necrosis of the tissue. Internal hemorrhoids are not usually painful until they bleed or prolapse out of anal canal when they become enlarged. Chronic bleeding may lead to anemia or severe anemia. What diagnostic investigations are made? A history and physical examination. The presence of these clinical manifestations give clue that client may have piles. Then proctoscopy may be done for confirmation, and stool examination for occult blood or fresh blood, and complete blood count and hemoglobin. Normally these clients have low hemoglobin. Treatment. The goal of treatment is to promote the passage of soft bulky stool to prevent straining. Health education is provided to the patient that symptoms and discomforts can be relieved by good personal hygiene and by avoiding excessive straining during defecation. A high residue diet or bulky diet or high fiber diet with an increased fluid intake may be necessary to promote the passage of soft and bulky stool and prevent staining. If this treatment is not successful, then addition of hydrophilic bulk forming agents such as xylem husk may be given. Warm compresses, sitz bath, analgesic ointments and suppositories and bed rest also help to reduce inflammation. Infrared photocoagulation, bipolar diathermy and laser therapy are used to affix the mucosa to the underlying muscle. Injection of sclerosing agent is also effective for small and bleeding hemorrhoids. These procedures help to prevent prolapse of the hemorrhoids and even bleeding. Surgical treatment of internal hemorrhoid is a rubber band ligation procedure. The hemorrhoid is visualized through the anoscope, grasped with an instrument, and a small rubber band is then slipped over the hemorrhoid. The tissue distal to the rubber band becomes necrotic after several days and slough off. Cryosurgical hemorrhoidectomy is another method for removing of hemorrhoids. It involves freezing the hemorrhoid for a sufficient time to cause necrosis. Although it is relatively painless, but this procedure is not widely used because the discharge is foul smelling and wound healing is prolonged. Nursing management. Proper assessment is done by health history and physical examination, and nursing care plan is prepared. Nutritional history is very important in the assessment of hemorrhoid patients. Patient is encouraged to discuss the problem and ask any doubt or concerns. The nurse assesses the patient's vital signs and reports tachycardia and hypotension, which may indicate anemia due to bleeding hemorrhoids. Prescribed medications are given on time to reduce pain and increase comfort. The patient is advised to avoid straining at defecation and report if stool passing becomes difficult. The nurse assesses the patient's level of anxiety. Patients with hemorrhoids are usually anxious. Appropriate information is provided at patient's level of understanding to reduce anxiety level. The nurse interacts with the patient in a relaxed manner and provides psychological support to relieve anxiety. The nurse assesses patients for malnutrition and weight loss and anemia. After recovery from acute phase of this disease, the client is advised about intake of high fiber diet, more liquids and nutritious diet. Post-operatively, the nurse monitors fluid and electrolyte balance. IV fluids are given as prescribed to maintain fluid and electrolyte balance. Health education is provided to prevent reoccurring of hemorrhoids during discharge planning, such as avoiding straining at defecation, and regular lifting of heavy objects should also be avoided. Patient is advised to take medications as prescribed and return for follow-up if symptoms reappear. Thank you students for watching this video. You can subscribe the channel for latest updates on latest videos. You can like Facebook page. For making your notes, you can visit mynursingstudents.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram and join Facebook group Nursing Notes. Thank you. Have a nice day.